Hi, I'm Crystal with Mocha the Genius Dog, and this here is Taiko. He has been home for just shy of a week now and is now 9 weeks old. So last week we started training name recognition, to come when called, some leash manners, walking around the neighborhood, and lots of socialization. Socialization has been our top priority because we can't get that time back. And with these little guys, it's really important to make sure that he sees everything in our world. So he's been really confident and brave and just doing awesome. So I'm going to continue working on his recall before I add in new commands, because often the first thing that a puppy learns is going to be what they default to, or they learn the strongest. So if I only ever teach my dogs one thing, it's going to be to come when called, because that can be the thing that saves their lives. So he's still been pretty distracted. He's starting to understand his name better and to come to me, but if there's any type of distraction around, he's easily distracted, obviously. Young puppies, they have very short attention spans, little stomachs, so his food motivation's been a little lower. So I had started last week training him with kibble, and this week I cut up some different flavors of jerky, and I'm using that because, as you can see, he's got a little bit more interest in it. So I'm going to continue working on his recall, kind of moving it out to the grass, getting a little bit more kind of scent distractions. He's so good. And then this week I'm also going to start introducing the clicker to him, because that's going to help me communicate with him a little bit more precisely, and that often helps dogs. So I'm going to first clicker load him, which is going to be the same process I did to start introducing his name, where I'm going to click, give him a treat, click, give him a treat, so that he starts associating anytime he hears the click, he's done something right and he gets that treat. Alright, so he's never heard the clicker before. This will be a first. So I'm not expecting him to do anything. Just want him to click and treat. He's not being super food motivated right now, so I might not actually be able to do the clicker because he didn't take that one. Alright, so food is off the table for this training session, so I'm going to put the clicker away because the clicker is specifically paired with food, and if he's not hungry, I can't pair it. So I'm going to play around with his recall and see what I can do with continuing trying to offer some treats, but not shoving them in his face. I can also use play and praise. So let's see how he does. Taiko!
Yeah, good boy. Good Taiko.
Taiko!
Yeah, good boy. Good boy.
Taiko! I'm still offering him the treats, and he's just sort of nuzzling them and not taking them. So just put that away. Taiko! Then if he doesn't come when I call, I'm going to try not to repeat his name, but I'm close enough so I'm hoping by clapping, or I can entice him with a leash to finish it up. Then as he's coming, I'll kind of repeat his name.
Stopping. Good boy, Taiko. Good boy. Yeah.
Taiko!
Yeah, good boy. Good boy.
Taiko!
Good boy.
You can see he's quickly losing that enthusiasm to come. So really not going to get much done. I'm just going to have to wait a couple hours until his appetite builds back up. Taiko!
Good boy. Good job, buddy. Oh,
You did it. Good. And that is just one of the realities of working with puppies. They're easily distracted. They do things on their own time. So you have to get creative and you have to work with them. So he's not going to work on my time frame. So I just have to cater to his. And for now, that's fine. So I'm just going to go take him for a walk now instead and work on some leash manners. So we're getting ready to head out for a walk. I was trying to do a training session with Taiko, but he's just not food motivated right now. So we're gonna go for a walk because it's gonna be a hot day today and I wanna get it done while it's cool. So my main focus with him is just been walking without any tension on the leash. So for the most part, he tends to lag behind and he'll occasionally stop. So when he does, I just keep constant pressure on the leash. I stop moving, and then the second he comes with me, all that tension relaxes. So he's done it a lot with kind of steps and thresholds. So I'm gonna just ask him verbally to come on. Taiko, come on, let's go. So, and then I'm gonna start walking. So there's that little bit of leash tension. So I'm not physically pulling him, just creating that tension on the leash. I'm not trying to overpower him, but to just engage his brain. So putting just a little bit more pressure. He stood up, good boy. Taiko, come on. So, and I don't mind if he struggles, good boy. So I don't mind if he struggles because that's how he's figuring out what doesn't work. And then he realizes as soon as he comes forward, all that pressure goes away and then we can go and enjoy our walk. Good boy. Taiko, let's go. Good boy. Good boy. So and on our walk, we're just looking for socialization opportunities. So anything new that he's maybe never seen before, we're gonna stop and investigate that. And he's been really brave. Not too much phases him, which has been really nice. Here we're stopping again, partly because Olive is just in the way. Olive, let's go. Taiko, let's go. Good boy. And I'll use a combination of let's go, come on. I want him to start learning all those casual things so that when we're in the house or someday, if he proves trustworthy enough to be off leash, that he understands how to come with me. Good boy. So he's still a little unsure about cars. He still wants to stop and watch them, which I allow him to do. We've got another one coming here. So he sees it. Come on, Taiko. Good boy. So he was able to keep his feet moving. Hi, buddy. He was able to keep his feet moving while that car went by, which is great. It just shows he's getting a little bit more confident with it. You can see he's got a nice loose leash. So with him being young, I know this is only temporary for it being natural. So this is where I try to really encourage it and try to build this skill strong while he's giving me an opportunity to reward and praise him for this. So if he ever gets too far ahead or too far behind, we've got that leash pressure. Oh, he wants a bug. Taiko, go get the bug. Get the bug. Good boy, get the bug. So and I don't mind stopping for stuff like this. I mean, he's a puppy and he wants to explore the world and see fun things. All right, guys, let's go. Good dogs. Come on, Olive, let's go. Good. So while we're out walking, my goal is, again, to try to keep a loose leash, to watch for anything he might be unsure of. He's got his little leg stuck there. Good boy. There's another car he's watching. Good job, buddy. And we're also on a different route today. As he was going last week, we stuck on the same route because he was only going a little farther each walk. But it really helped him to just get a little bit more confident in a known area. So we've got a sprinkler here, which he's not afraid of at all. I'm like, I don't want to walk through it, so we're just going to wait for that to pass. Good job. All right, let's go. Good dogs. He was starting to pull over to the side, so I offered him a chance to go potty. I try to do it before we leave the house, just so we don't have to stop and do this on walks. But, so let's just get her moving again. All right, come on, Taiko. Good boy. Got another car coming. So we're working on a little bit busier of a street in the neighborhood. So he's doing great. I love seeing anytime he can maintain walking when there's a car. So we're walking towards a bigger street. I don't think we'll be going all the way up to it. I just want him to kind of hear and see the traffic noises from a distance away where he still feels safe, but he's starting to get a little bit more exposure He's shown he's really confident, so I don't want to overdo it with him, but I definitely want to keep pushing and make sure he's learning something new every day. All right, well, so we have come down to the corner where we have this street. It's kind of one of our main neighborhood streets, so we're getting lots of traffic there. And then we have our busier street is down at that intersection. So we're just gonna hang out here for a bit and just watch some cars go by. We've also got someone a block or two over getting a new roof, so we can hear lots of that. So he's starting to just kind of stop to watch things more. So that's my cue to stop and just give him some time now to just hang out and see everything. You can see I like that he lays down to relax. He's panting, so that could be a little bit of stress panting as well. So I'm not gonna push him any farther than this for this walk, but we're gonna hang out here and just watch these cars go by and just give him lots of experience. So when he does stop and the cars go by, I'm just gonna spend more time praising him. So here we go. Yeah, good boy, Taiko. Good job. I want him just to know that he's doing really good, being brave. Because cars are gonna be everywhere. So this is something I really want him to get comfortable with, to the point that he doesn't notice them at all. But we're not there yet, so we're just gonna hang out here and watch some cars for a bit. We've stopped again. Some crows have gotten his attention. So we've also got someone's roof being put on, so we're gonna head over to that street next and see if we can just stop and watch that for a little bit. All right, so we are here now watching the roofers do their thing. So part of his socialization experience last week included seeing someone up on the roof, seeing a ladder, but we didn't have any of the power tools going, so all this noise is really good. Good job, buddy. Got the air compressor going, nail guns. Good boy, Taiko. Good boy. Good job, buddy. So this way he can see these noises happen. He's a safe distance away. You can see he's relaxing now, getting kind of bored, just watching the show. So we'll just continue on with our walk now. All right, come on, Taiko, let's go. Come on, bud. Good job. Good boy, Taiko. Let's go. Attaboy. Good job. Good boy. All right, so I'm planning on doing another training session, having Taiko come when called. So as I was practicing yesterday with him, I noticed things were getting a little stagnant. He was either just kind of sitting there staring at me when I would say his name, or he was getting a little slow. So I pulled out this, it's a buffalo hide tug toy that my dogs have really enjoyed over the years. It's one that they only get when they're interacting with me. So he seemed to like chasing this. So to get a little bit more energy and more excitement out of him, I started using this to reward him, or I would just say his name and then kind of start running with it. And that seemed to help really well, just to, again, build that drive to want to come when called and to see it as something positive, because there's always something else he would rather be doing. Taiko. Well, he was way more into it yesterday, but he's also been up for a couple hours playing nonstop with Olive. But I did change up a couple other things too. Since he seemed to not be very food motivated yesterday, I didn't leave any food in with him overnight, and I had done that previously, letting him have his kibble overnight, which he ate a bunch of. So again, just trying to help build that drive. So he hasn't had breakfast yet. I do have some treats, and I also bought another new type of duck jerky treat. So I haven't actually given him any, so we'll kind of see what he thinks of that. Taiko! He doesn't come, he eats the toy, he just lays there staring at me. Taiko, come on! Taiko, come! Good boy, Taiko, good boy. All right, so I got him to wake up a little bit more. So I'm using the treats with him right now because that's what he's into at the moment. So some things to kind of note as you're working through this. Taiko, come. So I'm holding the treats down low. I'm making myself real inviting when I say come. And I'm also having him come all the way to me rather than me. I never want to be reaching out, giving him that treat there. I want to encourage everything towards me where I can pet him, I can grab his collar, I can be bending over him, and just all of it becomes a happy thing. Taiko. Taiko, come.
Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, that boy.
Taiko, come.
Good. Good job.
Taiko, come.
Good job, buddy.
Taiko, come.
Good boy. Good job.
He's a slow chewer. Taiko, come.
Good.
And I'm gonna end with that session there. He did a few really good ones where he's running. I can tell he's starting to slow down a little, and I want to end on a high note. So I'm gonna call that good, and then I'm gonna just continue to practice throughout the day, just doing 2 to 5 repetitions as long as he does well. I just always want to end on a good note. So
That's a good boy.
mwah.